In this modern era, we use a lot of pulp products for different areas. From our printing materials to the boxes for our parcels, modern pulp products have been developed from the evolved of Cai Lun's paper invention and modern papermaking processing from Imperial Chinese court during 50 to 62 CE. Today, we will be looking at the gap and commonality between mechanical pulping and chemical pulping from the modern perspectives. Mechanical pulping and chemical pulping are the two major commercial technologies that is used from the past to the present. The gaps between mechanical pulping and chemical pulping are the mechanism, the raw material used, and the products. Mechanical pulping is basically pulping that relies on the physical action to pulp lignocellulosic materials. Lignin and cellulose are left intact. The physical action can be grinding, rotating, pressure and heat. For chemical pulping methods, pulps are produced by the effect of the chemicals to separate the fibers. The usage of sulfate, sulfite, or sodium hydroxide are the main chemicals that are widely used for the separation of fibers. The raw material used for the mechanical pulping are usually the hardwoods like poplar or the light color softwoods. For chemical pulping, the type of process used differs the raw materials needed. For craft process, all types of wood can be used. Sulfite pulping are suitable only for species with low extractive content. Soda pulping are only limited for easy pulped materials like straw. Since both the pulping have a huge difference in mechanism and the use of raw materials, the products are very much different. Mechanical pulping is used for the making of non-permanent products like tissue, newspaper, and printing papers that do not require high strength. The lignin retained will cause the products to turn yellow with exposure to air and light. Chemical pulping is used for the making of stronger paper or refined paper. Chemical pulps products tend to be more expensive due to the usage of chemicals which are more costly. With addition, the yield of the chemical pulps is lesser than the mechanical pulps. Though the technologies seem to be very different to each other, there are commonalities like the concept of the pulp making, the general steps and the environmental impacts. All the pulping processes have same aim, that is to free the fibers, and remove the impurities and extractives as much as possible. The general steps in pulping involves the preparation of raw materials, separation of wood fibers, bleaching and lastly, manufacturing for products. The impact of the generating pulp products for the environment has been a huge issue for paper manufacturing countries that the government set many policies on the pulp industries. The waste product produced from the pulping processes creates serious pollution, and the energy consumption is huge as for the widely making of pulp products. Although pulp industries are significant markets on international, it is hardly to say that there is a big breakthrough for the pulping technologies in modern time. There were important trends that became challenges in the past, which are the introduction or increased levels of recycled fiber, higher brightness targets, increased degree of closure of water systems, lower basis weight of produced paper, changes in printing technologies, increasing speed and shear of forming sections. In addition, there was a demand of changing pH quality of the paper. In around 1980 to 1990, it was the period where the new technologies and changes of the chemical applications are rigorously developed to match the demand of the changing requirement of the industries. The rapid development of the technologies gives a strong understanding of fundamental, operational principles of chemical applications. Now, researchers are more focused on optimizing the current already matured pulping technologies which having environmental issues and costs to the consideration. The major effort to find the new potential of the pulp technology is the nanotechnology in papermaking, which already has the materials available in structured forms of precipitated calcium carbonate or surface-modified ground calcium carbonate that provide nanoscale features on the surface of otherwise microparticles. Despite the apparent lack of breakthrough technologies, the result of a technically sound market with cost reduction goals, optimization of existing technologies, and an increased focus on product quality and economics, makes the pulp and paper industry well prepared, technically, to face future challenges.